I'm Nicoletta, and I work in Spain for 6 years in this business. When it goes wrong, tell me the
Okay,
sound.
so far it's good.
So far, it's good. You keep moving your hands. Good, good, good. Okay, something like that. Good. So my company it's on the market for 20 years ago, and we are doing very well. We love very much what we are doing, and I was traveling all around the coast in Spain, and I can say this is the area where most the market is most moving. In selling projects, new builds, and everything. We have several services in the office. In between, one is this legal fiscal side. When someone buys a house here in Spain, we have contacts with different people, lawyers, architects, notary, and everything. And they are also speaking several languages from Swedish, Norwegian, Belgium, Dutch, everything. They are very fast and professional and serious, available whenever we need them. So how we work here in Spain, we do these inspection trips for 3 days that we dedicate personal treatment to the client for get the feeling of the best area for them. When I say this is because we have different amenities here and for people that love to play golf or just want to go to a virgin beach and a wide open beach, or if they want to be in a very activity area with bars, restaurants, cine, shops, everything open all year. This is very important because in some parts of the coast there are some places that in the winter, for example, it's no one and all the bars, restaurants are closing and it's very dead. But where we are here, because of the climate, a media average of temperature 18 degrees per year, we have everything open all year, and we have lots of people in the winter. It's also this tourism of winter, not only in the summer. Some people prefer to come here in the winter because it's very Christmas Day we celebrate with 25 degrees. Yeah. All good so far? No interrupting, right?
All is good.
Okay, great. So in this inspection trip that I was telling, actually we go to pick clients from the airport. We book into a hotel where they have breakfast included, internet service. They want it's like a four spa resort golf hotel. They have also, if they come to us, counts to these spa services. And then we interact a little bit to find out their needs and what benefits they expect from this buying. There are people that are buying just for investment, do rentals. Rentals are also running very well here, or a holiday home. And in 3 days, it's enough for, even if it's a very large area, but it's good enough to find out what exactly they want. And when I say this is because we have different styles of properties, starting from independent villas or semi-detached or apartments in a high building or two levels, and different budgets and way of payment. So yeah. Um, what else? Something very important that we should know in this area is that when a builder starts to build, like for example this Balcones Samay, it's showing right now. Balcones Samay, the pilot, the show house was done like 5 weeks ago, and the project has 98 apartments. It's already sold. I mean, today I was checking the list and are only three available. Hmm. From 98 properties, 23 available in this moment. Okay. Now, if we are talking, for example, like we have now the location. If you look on this location, you can see that we are between the sea and there is a big blue side, which we call the salt lake. This creates a microclimate here, which means that you have rain like 12 days per year. Um, this project, it's very famous for the price. The price is very, very accessible. And uh, okay, hello? Yeah. Now, as you can see in the area, you can get from anywhere. You can get very, very easy to the beach. 5 minutes drive, and the golf courses. We have like 4 golf courses from with different levels and different how it's called different difficulties of medium, advanced, or professional, right? And the airport, Alicante International Airport, and now they have opened another one in Murcia, which is inland. It's like yes, 45 minutes, very, very easy, dry on the highway. Is direct to highway. Good. Lots of people ask me how meters and this. Also, you have, yeah.
No, just someone was unmuted. Just guys, please mute your microphones.
Okay. So now we see apartment, for example, of 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a covered area of 97. From my experience, some people say, "Oh, 97, that is too small for 3 beds, 2 bathrooms." But once you get inside the distribution, or makes feel more spacious, and you have to take in count that here people they spend a lot of time outside, in the terrace, in the garden, in the solarium roof terrace, and so that's why the builder put more accent to the outside space than inside space. You know. Okay, if you can move the yes buying process. So according some progress, which is very correct, because there are some projects that gives the opportunity to the client to design, let's say, his house, and here is coming this payment, 10, 40, 50 percent. The project, it's already established, but maybe, for example, if a client wants from a project of villas, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, maybe he wants 2 big bedrooms and 3 bathrooms and something like that. So this gives you the right to decide either if you want to change something in this project. We help also financial talking the clients. We have contact with 2 good banks here. But this is something very important to know. Banks for non-residents, yeah, are offering loan mortgage up to 70%. Okay, 70% and no more. Okay, if we move down more.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can I ask a question? You said the buying process is 10, 40, and 50. So when is commission paid out to the agents?
Yes, the commission to the agent is paid in the notary day, when all the price of the house is completed, when they pay the last 50%.
Okay, but I said that you were talking to Robin before, and he said that he's trying to get that earlier. Is it possible?
Yes, standard. This is the way, the time we get the commission standard. But where we are here, there are like 100 different builders. You know, Yeah, this is standard, but of course there are some others that when 50% is paid, they can pay 50% of the commission.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah. Projects that are in plan. For the ones that are, for example, the pilot is done and the delivery date, it's like in 3 months, like this Balcones de Amai, for example, which will be done June and June phase 1 and December phase 2. Okay, this builder, for example, has another inquiry how it's for to pay. They charge 6,000 deposit and then 10%. And when the client moves, when the house is moving already, June and December, when they pay all the price, they take the commission. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Campo de Golf townhouses. Bedrooms apart. Okay. Here you must have in account that how should I call? We have like houses, properties, inland, yeah, and by the beach. When I say inland, it's like you can see in this location. Now we have already something like 20 minutes drive to the beach. But what we have in this location, different than the other beachside properties, is that for those people that like to, you can see all the traditional Spanish style. You have small villages everywhere. As you can see, there are Rojales, Benijofar, Lopepin, and all that. So you have access all the time to their lifestyle, families with kids that are living and going to school and different. Spain is a country with lots of fiesta parties.
Yeah.
Yes, like carnival before Easter, after Easter. After the Easter, you stay like 8 weeks, and then you have another carnival because the summer is coming, or everything like that. So inland, you have access to all these traditional Spanish habits, or yeah. Okay. As so many foreigners had bought in this area. Uh, I have been from Marbella to Valencia, Barcelona, all around the coast. And what I can say I saw a bit different is that here we have absolutely all types of nationalities services. For example, there are urbanizations where maybe they don't even speak Spanish. Or if, for example, I had clients that they need to bring their own furniture from Sweden. My neighbor downstairs works for a Swedish transport company that brings furniture from Portugal, Sweden to Spain. We have also different contacts to medical insurance, and they can treat in their own languages. So because of this high number of people that started to come here, also the services had developed in their own language. Hmm? Okay, let's move a bit down. Okay. Down.
Can you see this slide about the apartments?
Oh yes, I can see. I can see this one. Yes, yes. Okay. Something very, very important that you can notice down. Example. All these apartments and what we have, they have moving ready, furnished and everything. But standard, all the builders Furniture is not included. Illumination. Yeah. So, but it's everything pre-installation. Yeah. Pre-installation of aircon, of illumination. The bathrooms are included, sink and toilet and everything. And in the kitchen, only the models, but not white goods. This is everywhere. Hmm? Okay, we can move. And move down. This is a project that I like, the Nueva Bungalows. It's a Spanish family that they have started 20 years ago. So all these 3-bedroom villas that you see, this is the typical English bungalow, where you have all the house in one level. This is very good for a client that maybe has problems in how it's called this moving, a disabled person maybe. So everything is on one level. Move down. Yeah, and also this De Nueva is now a very traditional Spanish area that it's having a high demand because of the how should I call the climb and the access to any type of services. Like for example, also people are coming here to live permanently, and obviously with kids. We have several private schools as well, British College and French school and this, as well like public schools. So this area, for example, is good for someone that wants to come here to move and open business to live. Hmm? Yeah, as you can see in these pictures, the small towns, villages with the square and okay. Next one. Yeah, exactly. Village feeling, but still with life and movement. And this is something for you. Also, what is very nice here that I haven't seen in some other places is that you have a mixed of beaches. Example, there are some places where you have these beaches with different bars, restaurants, snack bars with area for gym, areas for playing volleyball and stuff like that, right? And the sunbeds and all the services included. But then maybe 10 or 15 minutes drive, you have kilometers of natural virgin beaches, where you don't have these services, but you have more privacy and yeah, you have more privacy. Okay, next one. Okay. Via de Obra. Yeah, this is like a project that I said before. The client can well, if the the conditions of the project that allow, yes, client can design and decide either distribution of the house. Okay, next one. Yeah, in the same area. Also, when you see the covered area and total area, okay, covered area is somehow like the house, but then in the plan or in the material that I can send in that system. It's coming everything like how much is the solarium, the terrace, the garden, the pool, and all this, you know. Okay, next one. These are my favorites as well. Via Martin, it's very, how can I say, Via Martin Plaza. I should have put some pictures there. It's like a small Venice from Italy. Plus, Via Martin, it's right in the SMAP shopping mall, Centro Comercial, Xenia Boulevard. This is a very famous shopping center that actually, like 3 years ago, they built a project in front of Xenia Boulevard shopping center that was sold a record. 260 houses, I don't know, worth like in 3 weeks over plan and everything. And now even there is no resale day. No one's want to sell there. You know, they just keep it very good investment. So Via Martin, what I like in this project is that the location. The location is fantastic. You can go to the golf course. You can go walking. Then you have this Via Martin Plaza with lots of international restaurants, Indian, Chinese, English, French, Belgium, all the live music, karaoke. You have everything there. And it's like 15 minutes walk. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can mention tell more about the types of apartments that they located there. 3-bedroom apartments. Why the price is a little bit higher, as you see, in comparison with other properties on the market?
Yes, the price is higher because of the location. The location makes the difference. I was talking before, Daya Nueva, it's like inland. So now we have this price. Simply is the location. Less distance drive to the beach and walking distance to the golf course. So this makes the difference.
Yes, absolutely. And you see the actual difference in the price, having the property of covered area about 100 square meters and total area of 145 with the prices of villas in the same time, like which we looked at before. So that is the actual difference that Nicoletta also mentioned. The location that is actually these properties are very close to La Xenia Boulevard, like a shopping center. All people are hanging around there, restaurants, bars. So these properties are very different in their how they're appealing to different clients. If people are looking forward to move to Spain and to have something more secluded and more inland, to have like a car anyway, they will have a car, so it's okay for them to drive 5-10 minutes from the inland to have like 10 kilometers to the beach, or they want to pay a little bit more in order to have a more solid investment and to have more rental income in the same time. These are all the peculiarities that we are talking about different projects. So as you see, we've looked at the portfolio with the prices starting from £139,000 for 2-bedroom apartments, and here we have 3-bedroom apartment with the €260,000. So this is actually it about today's properties, and the bottom line that it's just the first insight into Spanish market for all of you, because we're just starting it in the proper way. We decided to give it a fresh start and to focus on a very at some point exclusive portfolio, exclusive in the meaning not to have like thousands of properties to offer, but to have solid projects with the good and reliable developers, so they can deliver the quality, the standards, the pre-sales and after-sales services together with the company and Nicoletta, of course. So if I know you have a lot of questions, so if you are willing to ask them now, just let's have like 10 minutes as a small recap. So we are all here, we can answer them. Or if you want to have a private conversation, you can drop an email, send a message on Facebook to me, and feel free to do that. Yes, Ulrika, are there different sizes? You mean the property sizes or different sizes in this area? Less bedrooms. Well, Nicoletta, we have a question that you mean one bedroom apartments or studios, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we have smaller units in this area in terms of square meters and in terms of bedrooms? Let's say studios about 50, 60 square meters. Do we have them?
They start with one bedroom. When I say one bedroom, it's include plus living room. So maybe that's 2 rooms in Sweden, right? Yes. Yeah. But the studio, not so much. But if you are asking this because of the price, like for example, if you have a client with a smaller budget, for a new build, to be clear, anywhere, and this maybe the economical starts in 130. Yes.
Okay.
We don't have so much this concept of nowadays.
Yeah, in general, we see, gracias, we see this tendency in Cyprus as well, that we have most popular 2-bedroom apartments that people are choosing for either holidays or investment, because these are these solid ones with the proper square meters appealing to Scandinavian taste.
Yes.
Okay, do we have anything else? If no,
any other questions?
No, looks like no.
No more questions.
We're good.
Nicoletta and Andre, are we gonna put out these on the website, or is the presentation coming up in Tobo? Where can we find these properties?
The properties will be online in your websites within the coming 3 to 3 days, and the property presentations will be in Tobo.
Thank you.
Process and more about the different projects. Yes, Ulrika, we will reveal the price lists by request. So if you're willing to learn more about a particular project, just make an inquiry, and we will reply with the full price lists. Other way, it's moving so fast, that in Spain, and different projects we will reveal one by one. So when we have a new project in our portfolio, we will straight away make a presentation of it, either in the form of a webinar or in the form of just a presentation in our social media or and in Tobo as well.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the rental income in that area? Do you have an estimate, like percents, or how many
Yes.
percents?
How many persons?
Percent.
Percent.
Yeah,
I
return on
understand.
investment in a year, like 7,
Yes.
8, 10.
Yes. So rentals here are a bit the percentage between, for example, summer and how it's called this. There are two ways to do these rentals: year or holidays rentals. The difference it's almost the same, but depends of location, property, and this how much income you can. Starting with 15,000 per year, and it can go up to 20, 25. I don't know, depends of the property, as I said.
So in the percentage, we are talking about 7 to 12% of return on investment in the rental income. These are the numbers we're looking at. Of course, we can have
Percentage.
an exclusive property where we can face more than that or less than that, but the average of the market is 7 to 12.
Yeah. 7 to 12, yes.
Very good question by from Ulrika. Nicoletta, the rental permission, the rental license, how does it work in Casablanca area now?
Yes, you do need a license for rental, and this it's done by an accountant. I have an accountant. The price it's a fixed price. It doesn't matter if it's a big house, small house, or whatever. The price it's fixed. They need several certificates from an architect and this. So yes, you need a license for rental.
How much time normally it takes to get the license for the rental?
Depends of period. Fasted 4 weeks, but sometimes you can wait even 3-6 months.
So it's better to do this kind of application during the winter time where it's a low season, right?
Yes, I think it's better in the low season, yes.
Okay.
But somehow here we never know where is the low season because we have to all the year.
Yeah. Okay. How much tax do you pay when you rent out? Yes. What is the tax? And
19% from benefits.
Okay, and which is from your rental income you're paying at tax, right?
Yes.
And what is that?
19%.
Okay, from your property rental income.
Yes, but then there are several. Well, this is now this is the accountant job, that when you make the tax declaration, look, this is something very important as well that you can take in account, because like 3 years ago it wasn't compulsory, but now it's obligated to make this tax declaration, no matter if you don't prove your incomes from outside, or you don't justify in Spain, you have to do this. Like a non-resident, you have to do this tax declaration. So then the accountant can advise maybe buying, selling, or spending and getting it. Then from the difference you can, but 19% is the tax for benefits here.
Yeah, there is a way to deduct the
yes, exactly,
by spending. Of course, it's accounting.
Yeah.
Okay, so far we are good.
How about is there any payment plans, or like can you get a loan from the bank?
That's what Nicoletta said in the beginning. For the foreigner, you can get a mortgage up to 70% from the bank, and during the construction period, the developers are offering the stage payment plan, which was the standard one, which was 10, 40, and 50.
Yeah.
And it depending on the developer, they're given different options. You can pay by 10%, or you can pay 50% upfront and then divide the rest of the payments into 25 and 25. It's very individual, but the standard one is the one that we have presented recently. And the mortgages, you're getting 70% of the property evaluation price.
Have you got any idea about the rates in the bank, what they are having, like
You mean the
loan?
Yes, the interest.
Yeah, interest, sorry.
Yes, the interests are minimum here now in this time. It's 2.5%, between 2.5 and 3%. Yeah, depends of the age as well. Age is 75 years. So you know what I mean. If you take 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, yes, more years you get, more interest you pay. Less year, less interest.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, Nicoletta, thank you for your time, and thank you everyone for attending the webinar. Sorry for the technical issues in the beginning. We didn't have any control over it, so one day we will have, hopefully, in the future. But it just proves one very important thing. It's better to seeing is believing. So better to see it by yourself, come to the April seminar and meet everyone in person, and let's start to work with the Spanish properties more closely. And thank you for your time.
You're welcome, Andrew. Have a good night to all.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.